Greetings from L3RN Channel studio. Greetings from L3RN Channel studio. I am Teuta and I will be your host for today together with Philip.
Hello from me as well, and thank you for joining our channel. Today, we're welcoming two new guests who will talk about Agile projects.
In the studio with us, we have Mariana Ignatov, Learning and Development Associate Director with LEORON. And later, we will welcome via Zoom Dr. Coenie Nel, who is a project management expert. Mariana, it's a pleasure to have you in our show. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure as well. And thank you both for inviting me to this channel to discuss this hot topic.
We're pleased to have you here.
Our pleasure. Mariana, you've been with LEORON Institute for more than 7 years now, currently as an Associate Learning and Development Director. But you started with coordinating the project management courses, right?
Yes, that's correct. I started coordinating the PMI programs with LEORON Institute, mainly PMI ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner, because that was the fastest growing certification, especially in the US, and the trend followed in MENA region, where companies were interested in agile transformation, building capabilities in this field, and also certifying their professionals.
Mariana, with dozens and dozens methodologies to choose in project management, there is one trendy buzzword that stands out lately: Agile.
Yes, in project management, Agile means collaboration, getting feedback, adjustments, and also the most important thing, innovation. Most of the companies are trying to have cost optimization and at the same time high customer satisfaction. However, there is one part that many times they forget is that the easiest way to get all that is to ask the customer.
You've been delivering Agile courses on LEORON organized trainings. What more can you tell us about Agile? What exactly is it?
To understand what Agile is, let's mention what Agile is not. So Agile is not a methodology. Agile, it's approach, it's philosophy, mindset, set of values and principles. In order to explain it, I would like to mention the 4 values. In Agile, we value people and interactions over processes and tools. We value the working solution that we provide to our customer. We value adapting to change over following a strict plan, and also customer collaboration over contract negotiation.
Mariana, as a certified Agile practitioner yourself, can you tell our viewers how can a company or a project management team decide whether Agile is the right methodology for them?
Well, in a world with increasing VUCA, then Agile might be the optimal option for many situations. However, I'll give an example. For example, when our customer has well-defined requirements or scope of the project, we use the waterfall traditional approach. However, when the client requires highly customized solution, then we definitely need to apply Agile principles and practices and make sure we'll involve the customer, we'll listen to him, we understand his needs in order to be able to provide valuable solution.
Thank you. Great elaboration.
Mariana, what do you think is the best way for companies to switch to Agile?
There is no best way. I would say they should conduct assessments, they should create strategy, and then train their people. They should choose the right methodology that work well for their organization and their business. And of course, to proceed with the implementation and evaluate it. However, many of the companies do all that except the last part, which is the evaluation, which is crucial for the whole Agile transformation. It's worth mentioning also 3 Agile concepts that we have. So officially, Agile started back in 2001 when the approach was used mainly in software development and IT industry. However, with time, Agile coaches and consultants realized that Agile practices can be taken to other departments, and this is working well. So in 2012, there was a new concept called business agility, which means other departments can be using and applying these principles and practices. However, especially during the pandemic, we could see that enterprise agility is very important for the organizations because the company needs to be able to adapt and follow the market trends.
Mariana, but is LEORON currently offering any training on Agile Project Management?
Yes, of course. We offer a lot of Agile certification courses, mainly the PMI ACP's broad certification program. However, we have also more focused programs training professionals on, let's say, Scrum methodology, Kanban methodology. However, there is also offering when it comes to Agile coaching and also Agile consulting, facilitating organizations with the Agile transformation.
Mariana, what about LEORON? Would you say that some Agile principles are applied within the company and the training delivery?
Yes, absolutely. We adapt to change. There is human-to-human communication, and we make sure that there is working solution for our customer. All of the solutions are mainly customized for them, and we make sure that there is added value. On the other side, there is enterprise agility. When the pandemic started, LEORON was able to transform immediately, to transform all of the on-site sessions to live virtual courses, and also train all the trainers, employees, and be able and ready for the new change.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mariana.
Thank you very much for your answers, Mariana.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Pleasure all ours. And now we would like to connect to our expert trainer, Dr. Coenie. Coenie, hi, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Thank you very much.
Once again, it's a pleasure to have you in our show.
Thank you, Teota. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Mariana, for having me.
Coenie, when was Agile first mentioned as a concept in project management?
Philip, the concept of Agile is actually much older because it's just a way of doing, like my colleague said earlier. It's a way of thinking. It's not a fixed methodology, really. But in 2001, they published what they call the Agile Manifesto. And in that manifesto, they really start making the ideas of Agile more fixed and more structured in the way we not just manage our projects, but the way we do our things in our business every day.
All right. Coenie, when would you say that Agile really started to gain momentum as a project management methodology and started to be more widely used?
Philip, like I said, in 2001, the idea of Agile really started coming together, but it took the world a while to really start saying, we're really going to start adopting that. I would say personally, after 2012, they really started adopting that as a core business strategy within not just an organization that deals with projects, but in normal just business management, strategic management, and the way we do our work every day. We must just remember that when we talk about Agile and we talk about buzzword, I actually don't like the word buzzword too much because it sounds like it's just a new trend. The word that we are looking for is a way of doing things. It's really changing the core way of approaching and solving problems on an everyday basis.
But how do companies actually benefit from Agile? Can you tell us more about the perks of subscribing to Agile Project Management?
Yes, Teota, like my colleague already mentioned, is when I think about Agile, I think about keywords like flexible approach, early validation, high product quality, collaboration. And if you take all of that stuff and you add that up, you're going to get much more than just successful projects. And when we talk about Agile project management, project-based organizations, then we say we want to add value bigger than just delivering projects successful on time. It's very important to realize all the time that not every project can be managed in an agile way. But when you are dealing with an organization that deals with these kinds of projects, we have uncertainty, the kinds of projects like R&D projects, IT, app, web development, those kind of projects, it can add a lot of value to your everyday work.
What makes Agile stand out against other methodologies? And would you say that it's applicable on the same level across all business sectors?
Definitely not. Definitely not. So again, Teota, we need to just realize when we talk about Agile, there's two levels to this. On the one level, we're talking about executing projects. On another level, we talk about the way we do things. So on the functional executing projects level, we need to realize that Agile is very specific to a specific type of projects. So normally, in a nutshell, you can say the types of projects in which you don't know the scope or the extent of the scope or the solution to the problem, those kind of projects leans its way towards the Agile approach very much. But there are still traditional projects. We are still talking about construction. We need to know that there are projects that you know what you're going to do before you start it. And the traditional waterfall project management approach is very, very still relevant to those. But we need to realize that even in those kind of situations where you have traditional waterfall project management, you can still have an agile approach in the way you do things in the company, in your portfolio management, in your program management, on those higher level of things. So there are lots of methodologies out there in terms of agile. We've got the Cabana, we've got Scrum, we've got Hybrid, we've got Lean. All of those stuff are there to assist us in the process to become better as agile project managers.
Coenie, as Simon Sinek has put it, agile is the secret to unlocking unimaginable innovation. However, is operating in a rigorously agile way something that all operation teams in sales, support, finance, etc. can do? Can the principles of agile actually be applied to all parts of an organization?
The principles and the philosophy of agile can definitely be applied anywhere, not even just in organizations, but also personally. So when it comes to the principles and the philosophies, definitely, and I like what Simon says when he said about unlocking the creativity. Because when you are in a situation where you need to get things done, you don't know an extent of what you need to do. Just jumping into that and have the structures and the systems and the processes in place of an agile approach can definitely assist you in a big way. So to just answer your question is definitely, it's not just the project management function within the organization. It's not just the, let's call it the technical part or the engineering parts or the research and development parts of the organization. The whole organization, whether you are in strategy, sales, marketing, finance, anything, you can apply the approach and the philosophy of an agile approach.
Coenie, but in your experience, do you think agile is a skill that to be learned, or do companies need to create a culture change on larger scale in order to adopt this methodology on a company level?
Definitely, 100% definitely. My answer to that would be, again, and I'm coming back to the core problem, is not all projects can be managed in an agile methodology way. But when it comes to whether you are an agile company, an agile project company, or a traditional project company, you can definitely align your company's processes and systems. And it really starts with strategy. It starts with a higher level approach of a corporate identity. And it's definitely worth investing in your organization on that level and then filtering that down to more functional levels in your organization to become more successful. And it's not just about success, it's about sustainable success. And it's not just about projects, it's about the every day doing things that's important in organizations. So definitely, 100% definitely.
Having taught various in-house and open programs both nationally and internationally as well, do you have any final remarks for our viewers on what is the best way to get equipped with the necessary skills in order to follow agile principles and implement them in their work?
Philip, yes, I personally believe that you can empower or equip yourself and actually it's 3 levels. The first level, I would say, it's on a soft level. So go and do some research, go and watch some online videos, some YouTube videos, and do some reading on what is agile and what is needed in your situation, in your organization. So that's the soft level, that's the lowest. Then we go on one level, is it's not just important to equip yourself in a soft way, but we need to accredit ourselves. So the next level, I would say, is go and do some courses. I know with LEORON, there are great courses out there, different levels of agile certifications, not just agile, but also project management as a whole. Go and certify yourself, because that is what's going to put you on a different level than another person who has got the experience, who's done the research, but haven't done the training. And then on a third level, I would say the benefit of the organization to adopt those kind of principles. And there's great programs out there. My colleague already said there are in-house development programs for specific companies. I've been involved with a lot of those. there are consultation in place. So go and sit. If you are a manager of a department or a group or even a CEO of a company, go and talk to someone about the value of the approach of Agile and the benefits of that to your organization, and get the accreditation. That's very, very important to our everyday work these days. And that's what brings us apart. I mean, if I'm looking for someone to do something for me in terms of a work-related action, the first thing that I will do is who's working for them and how are they accredited, as well as the company that I'm asking. So that would be my answer for that, Philip.
Thank you, Coenie.
Thank you so much, Mariana and Coenie, for your input today. It was a real pleasure to have you in our show.
It was our pleasure as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us.
You can tune in for viewing more live stream on LinkedIn or recorded sessions on our YouTube channel. If there's anything you deem important but we haven't managed to cover, just drop us a message and we'll review it with our team. Until next time, stay tuned.